So I'm looking out my kitchen window and I see an animal laying down just on the other side of our fence. So I get my camera to zoom in. Pretty sure it's a deer. So zooming in, and it is a deer. It's laying there. It's a fawn. There's spots. But I don't like how it's breathing. So I'm going to go put on my boots and slowly approach it and see what happens, see if it's okay. I don't like how it's breathing, and I don't see any mama deers nearby. So we're going to see if it's okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, there was a squirrel. There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay, it hears us. We have no breeze right now, so if we approach slowly, it's not going to be able to smell us. When it looks back, we should stand completely still, okay, kiddo? We're going to approach slowly. When it turns around and looks. Okay, it's an older deer, but it's still got some spots on it. Okay, we have a breeze right now. Stand still. Start walking slowly over and see if it gets up. Make sure you're putting out an... Okay, is that it moving?
Yeah, it left.
Okay, wow. Alright, let's come over here and see how far it goes and see if it's okay.
See if there's any blood in the area. Just because.
Okay. Oh, it's standing and looking at us through the trees.
I see it. There it goes.
Alright. Oh, there's two. Oh, they were just over here napping and hanging out. There were a couple of fawns just laying down. Okay, let's leave them alone so that they know that's a safe place for them to lay down and take a nap. Hello YouTube world. I guess I'm going to go ahead and vlog today. Most of the time when I do a vlog, it is not planned. I just think about it. It pops up in my mind, so I pick up the camera. So it is the afternoon right now. The deer clips you saw was just a bit earlier today, and you probably saw, at least from some of that footage and some previous footage I've put up here and there, that my house is in the middle of the woods. So yeah, we have lots of animal activity, such as, you know, that beautiful mourning dove that I got to hold the other day that I showed you in my last vlog, such as the bunny rabbits and the deer who seem to come together in collaboration of completely destroying my garden. But I do really enjoy the deer. I don't mind sharing my garden with rabbits and deer, but these guys were overboard. They ate it all. Killed the garden. So I've never had much of a problem with animals eating some of my garden when I lived at my old house, because we weren't in the middle of the woods, and they would just come through every once in a while and take a few nibbles. But living in the middle of the woods, the game trail, I can actually see through parts of the trees the game trail that goes right past our property. In that footage you just saw, those two fawns were laying down just a little ways off from the game trail. So the game trail kind of parallels our fence a little ways away from it, and then it goes around towards the other side of our house, and then it cuts diagonal across part of our yard and then goes off into another patch of woods. So we get all sorts of scat and footprints from various animals that just really adds a more real-life fun dimension in our homeschooling science and nature study. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, next year we're going to have quite a fence going, and my garden will be built up like a fortress. And hopefully, I mean, I don't mind if a rabbit get past it and eat here and there, but if it becomes a problem, then I'll deal with it then. It's not a big deal. We're not starving. But yeah, so I just thought, okay, why not? I mean, I filmed the deer. Might as well just vlog today, too. This is my new head covering. I just got this at Walmart a few days ago. This is my first day wearing it. It's one of those really long tube type of head coverings, where if I wear it at its full length, it would cover down through most of my hair. Just the ends of my hair would be sticking out. I have it folded in half, so I have it half length. And these are very comfortable. You don't necessarily need clippy barrettes. If those are uncomfortable for you, these are stretchy, but they're not too tight, but they hang on nice. I still like them just because I like the extra level of security. But yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of ladies don't like the barrettes at all. Clippy barrettes or bobby pins or otherwise. So yes, these are at Walmart. I've seen them both in the hair accessories section and then like the purse and belts accessory section. So I've seen them in both places, and I just pick them up every once in a while. They're quite affordable. If you hear my dog whining in the background, she is currently in her crate without her dog bed drying off. She just got a bath, and I can't put her outside to dry off until she's more dry, or she's just going to get muddy because she likes to dig and roll around in the dirt, and I don't need my dog caking dirt all over her wet self. So I let her dry at least some in the crate, and then a lot of times I'll take her for a walk and then walk her dry the rest of the way. And that way, if I have her on the leash, then she's not going to be getting the opportunity to roll around in the dirt and dig. So yeah, she's mad at me right now because she got a bath, and now she's trapped in her crate drying off with her towel. I did give her a big milk bone, so she's got a treat and such, and I'm sitting next to her. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm doing lighter work today. I am just, I don't know, a little messed up, I guess. I think you know, being on the autism spectrum, I have a typical issue a lot of us with Asperger's have, which is sleeping issues. So I go through times where I need to take melatonin every night to get to sleep. Problem is, I am fighting grogginess, so I'm going to attempt either a half dose of melatonin or none tonight and see if that's going to handle the thing. So I don't know if I'm coming down with something or if I'm having a reaction from the melatonin. But yeah, I'm going to do a half or less melatonin tonight. Hopefully I can fall asleep without melatonin. You know, if I listen to some good ASMR with my JBL headphones while I read, a lot of times that'll get my brain to produce the melatonin for me. So I'll give that a try. But yeah, homeschool, we are just about done for the day. In fact, I just have one kid finishing up their math, and everybody else is done. And then I just need to do some preparations for tomorrow's homeschool. And I am minimizing my chores and my work today since I don't feel right. I don't feel sick. I just feel like something's off. So I think that's my body's signal that I need to rest. So I am here in my recliner. I am watching some videos, especially on MBTI. I am fascinated by cognitive stacking. And I'm also working a bit on my planner. And I am reading here and there my book. But there's a lot of distractions, so I'm not getting much read on that. And then I am just sipping a tea. So then maybe the caffeine in that will help a bit, but caffeine doesn't usually have much, if any, effect on me. I stopped drinking all carbonated beverages, I guess 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I was experiencing chronic intestine pain, and I had already ruled out food sources and everything, and then I looked at, well, you know, I drink, you know, on average 1 or 2 of those mini Cokes a day. And so I'm thinking, well, you know, we got those carbonation, those air bubbles, those CO2, and those little bubbles of gas. I'm just swallowing them down. And so sure enough, that was what was causing my intestine pain. I don't have the intestine pain anymore, except if I get stressed, the type of stress being more like social anxiety or sensory overload. That's because I tense up, and then as soon as I relax, that goes away. But yeah, the main source of the intestine pain is gone. I didn't just stop drinking pop. I stopped drinking anything carbonated. You know, if we do Sonic because it's been a hot day or whatever, I am not going to get a limeade or anything anymore. I'm not even drinking kombucha right now. I'm not doing any carbonation whatsoever. Anything I've been drinking has been mostly water, and then I have the occasional tea. I had a lemonade yesterday. I haven't had one in a long time. And then, of course, there's always milk and smoothies and yogurt. But Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're struggling with intestine pain or gastritis, burning stomach, and you drink soda or carbonation of any kind, try cutting that out and see if that makes the difference for you. And I'm starting to feel a bit better. I think I just needed to do some rest. But I am right now kicking back and watching YouTube. And how do I, as an INTJ, relax? Well, I watch or read things that gets me more knowledge. So you can hear the YouTube going in the background.
In my opinion, they are the most
C.S. Joseph rocks. So I've been waiting on a delivery on some things that are coming from Amazon, a couple of books that I'm excited to get that I got used, and one of the birthday presents for one of my kids coming up. And then I noticed it said out for delivery and will arrive today by 9 p.m. And I've only ever seen by 8 p.m. I thought by 9 p.m. what's that? So I went to track the package, and apparently Amazon has their own delivery service now. I've never heard of that, never had any delivery by the Amazon delivery service before. Here's the thing. The mailman, UPS, and FedEx have pretty much figured out where we are. We are hard to find in the middle of the woods. So, here's to hoping Amazon delivery can find where we are. I added a note on delivery instructions to help them find the house, but it's going to be tricky. For the past couple hours, it keeps saying that their delivery person is 18 stops away. Well, apparently they've been spending a couple hours at that stop because they haven't moved on the map. But we'll see if I get it today like they say, or if there's going to be problems. I'm a bit nervous about it, and I really want those books. And so, waiting on that package. Well, good evening. My daughter is in the process of making supper tonight. She's making a chicken Alfredo and some bow tie pasta. So while she's doing that, I have a couple loads of laundry to put away. So I'm at least going to get one load put away now. The second load will take longer. Excuse me. So I'll get started on this quicker load. as you saw, we are out on a family outing. It is evening and getting dark, and good. And yeah, we are renting a movie and picking up treats. And meanwhile, I am currently stalking the Amazon delivery guy on my cell phone and tracking his vehicle's every move. It is now 7 deliveries away before us and less than a couple miles away from the house. And he's got about an hour and 15 minutes to get to us. So, woo! Here's to hopefully getting that package. So we just got home, and this little guy is greeting us by the door. Look at that cute little toad.
He's squeezable.
Hey, little toady. Oh, you're cute. Hi. Well, it is 8:33 and we finally got the package, but not after some annoyance getting it. I was tracking the Amazon delivery person. They give real-time tracking on a map so you can actually watch them as they're driving. And I see him starting to head our way, and then the blue dot of the driver stops for a long time, never comes down to our house, and then says it's delivered and drives off. And we're like, we have the porch light on the front door. There was no knock. So my husband and I got our flashlights and our shoes on, and we checked all around our doors, all over the front yard, and there was no package. So we ended up walking down the road, almost missed it, with both of us have our flashlights going, and just by chance my husband spots it just as we're about to give up, and there's our package delivered quite a ways down the road to our neighbor's detached garage. I left specific directions on how to get here, so disappointing. So I had 3 items in the package. One item I'm not going to show you because it is a birthday present for one of the kids, so I don't want to risk him seeing the video or whatnot and seeing his present. So yeah, so that one I already have out of the way. And then the other 2 things were these 2 books. This is a book that I am reading and reviewing for a friend because they're considering handing this out at their work, and it looks like a really good book, and so I'll be reading that and reviewing that for them. And this book I am extremely excited to get into. I've read that it gets into cognitive stacking. I hope it does. These are both MBTI books because I am finding cognitive stacking fascinating. But first I need to finish reading Kersey's book, Please Understand Me Book 2, but I'm in the parenting chapter now, so I'm getting pretty close to finishing that one. And then I have one more book that I need to read before I get into these. So I've got a lot of reading to do and little time to do it in, but I am extremely excited to get these, especially this one. I've been very excited for this one for quite a while.